Okay, here we go. Now, I'm going to welcome you guys back into my living room. As I'm going through these Rush reactions, I want you guys to have a seat and enjoy. I'm finding a lot of these isolated tracks, drum tracks, bass tracks, and now we're going to do an isolated evolution of Geddy Lee's voice from 1974 to 2012. Kevin Sheppard, thank you so much for providing this. I look forward to your comment in the description box below. Guys, go check out his channel because he's got a lot of really cool stuff there. Kevin Sheppard, the last name is spelled Sheppard. He put this one up a month ago. So we're going to be going through the entire evolution here of his voice, and it's just basically going to be isolated samples of Geddy's voice and how he sounded throughout the decades. And I'm really excited about that because he is one of those vocalists that over the years, it's kind of been a love-hate thing. Most people love him, some people hate his voice, that sort of thing. But if you really sit down and you start to listen, you start to hear how unique of a vocalist he is. I've always known that, and most Rush fans have. But in the context of having all of the other sound around the voice in the recordings, and Rush has so much going on, it's his voice and the way he sings can oftentimes be lost because he's such a great bass player. Alex is a great guitar player. Neil's the best drummer that will ever have existed. That sort of thing. And then, of course, the lyrics and the composition, and you get all that, and then it's like, what about his voice? What about his voice? Okay, so we're going to sit down, and we're going to 11 minutes and 13 seconds of listening to him sing. I may or may not pause and comment. We may just go right through the whole thing. However that works, it's going to be the way it is. Please like, subscribe, and share. Don't forget, I'm on multiple platforms, Rumble, Patreon, and YouTube. And then there's places to follow me outside of those. All of that is in the description box below. I have a merch store and I have ways to support the channel. I appreciate you stopping by. And as always, remember, the way this channel runs, it is like a friend inviting you over and saying, hey, let's listen to something together and we'll talk about it. Okay? That's exactly how this is operated. There's a cricket. You're going to hear him. He's sassy. My geckos haven't eaten him, so just don't mind him. The music will drown him out. But when I start to talk, he wants to. You can hear him. He's starting to want to chirp. Hey, I said be quiet. He's not listening. Sassy cricket. All right, here we go.
Well, I get up at 7, yeah, and I go to work at 9. I got no time for living, yes, I'm working all the time. It seems to me I can live my life, fly by night away from here.
The robes.
Change my life again. Fly by night, goodbye, my dear. My ship isn't coming and I just can't pretend. I start a new chapter, I find what I'm after. It's changing every day. Ooh, there's no bread, no need kite. There's no end to what they'll trade. Pluck the fruits of noble birth. Watch me salted to the earth. And the meek shall inherit.
And you also get the different the way it was recorded in each album is a little bit different too, which is really interesting.
We are the priests of the temples of the series. What can this strange device be? See how it sings like a sad heart and joyously screams out its pain. Yes, we know it's nothing new. It's just a waste of time. I wandered home through silent streets and fell into a fitful sleep. I don't think I can carry on this cold and empty Oh no! Fly by morning light, we're on the train to Bangkok aboard the Thailand Express. Wow, you can be the captain and I will draw the chart closer to the heart, yeah, closer to the heart.
Nice.
There is unrest in the forest. There is trouble with the trees. There is trouble in the forest, and the creatures all have fled. As the maples scream oppression, and the oaks just shake their heads.
I was 6 when Grandma Joan gave me this.
Oh, commercials.
In the day with the friendly voice, a companion unobtrusive. Plays that song that's so elusive, and the magic music makes your morning mood. It goes with the sound of salesman. Of salesman. Of salesman. The most endangered species, the honest man. They'll still survive annihilation. Like a band, they wouldn't yield.
When he sang
Battle
Scars with Max Webster. Cool.
What do you say about his companies? What do you say about society? Catch the mist, catch the myth, catch the mystery, catch the drift. I spin around with shrieking tires to run the deadly race. Go screaming through the valley as another joins the chase. Nation, the real relation, the underlying theme. The real relation, the underlying theme. The buildings are lost in a limitless rise.
Love this song.
My feet catch a pulse and the purposeful stride.
I like.
Right, Gov. Quick to judge, quick to anger, slow to understand. Ignorance and prejudice, and we walk hand in hand.
Beautiful.
Pause, rewind, replay. Warm memory chip. Random sample of the one you need. Take off to the great white north. Take off. It's a beauty way to go. Take off to the great white north.
Evan, you added this one.
Living on a lighted stage approaches the unreal. For those who think and feel in touch with some reality beyond the gilded cage. You can choose a ready guide in some celestial voice. If you choose not to decide, you still have made a choice. Any escape might help to smooth the unattractive truth, but the suburbs have no charms to soothe the restless dreams of youth.
Subdivisions.
And it's so hard to stay together, passing through evolving goals. We need someone to talk to and someone to sweep the floors. Incomplete. Incomplete. Bright images flashing by, like windshields and words reply. Frozen in that fatal time,
More of
with
a
the wheels
singing
of
voice
time,
than a-
just pass you by.
See, this is now in the 80s here is where the singing starts to become less of an aggressive screeching kind of attack, and it's more of a controlled singing, and he's starting to get into that range that I thought was absolutely brilliant for his voice.
Something always fires that light that gets in your eyes. One moment's high, and glory goes on by. Like a streak of lightning, the touches that blaze in the summer sky. Summer going fast, nights growing colder. Children growing up, old friends growing older. If their lives were exotic and strange, they would likely have gladly exchanged them for something a little more plain, maybe something a little more sane. All of us do time in the gutter, dream of strength and look at the cards. Turn around and turn around and turn around. Turn around and walk the razor's edge. Don't turn your back and slam the door on me. The sun dogs fire on the horizon. Meteor rain stars across the night. This moment may be brief, but it can be so bright. Why are we here? Because we're here, roll the bones, roll the bones. Why does it happen? Because it happens, roll the bones,
My light
roll the bones.
Check. Relax. Get busy with the facts. No zodiacs or almanacs, no maniacs, and polyester slash the facts.
But face up, sleeping on it back down. Face up, hit the target, or you better hit the ground. Face up, steal time, the turn this game around. Face up, turn it up, or turn that wild card down. East was dead, submissive trade. A man must learn to.
So I gotta tell you, here in the 90s, especially with Counterparts, 1993, this is where I think his voice was the most impressive for me. The way that he sang, taking all of his talents that he's learned over the decades up until that point, and being able to put it into arguably my most favorite vocal album that he's done.
Gently dominate. So many decisions, a million revisions, caught between darkness and light.
Other than the spoken word.
Wilderness of mirrors, full of polished steel, gears and iron chains, turn the blinding wheel. I run between the shadows. Some are phantom, some are real. Make it easy on yourself. There's nothing more you can do. You're so full of what is right, you can't see what is true. I can learn to close my eyes. I can make my injustice. I can learn to get along with all the things I don't know. I can learn to close my eyes to anything but injustice. I can learn to get along with the sudden degree of surrender. The fuck is all I need. Pack up all those phantoms, shoulder that invisible balloon. Like a solitary pine on a bare wind blasted shore, we can only grow the way the wind blows in our elemental war. I learned to fight, I learned to love, and learn to feel. Oh, I wish that I could live it again. I can't stop thinking big, I can't can't stop thinking big. I can't stop thinking big. I can't stop thinking big.
I think that was it. But that's all right. I'm going to leave it there. My light went out. He made my light go out. That's amazing. So over the decades, you know, the way that he sang, is really indicative. It's a reflection of what's going on musically. And in the mid to late 70s, where you have this prog, and they're really just trying to break into the scene. They kind of start out with a little more of a Led Zeppelin-ish type musical style, especially with the first album. And you could tell the way that he was singing it was kind of more like Robert Plant's style, and it was really edgy, right? And it was really piercing. And he has such a high register, anyways. But then as the decades went on, and as the musical prowess and progress of the band was built and changed, you could tell this subtle change in how he sang the lyrics. There were a couple lyrics that I wish would have been there, but yeah, I didn't make it. Kevin, you did. But I think this was a great representation of what he's been able to do. And especially with Clockwork Angels. See, now I struggled with that album vocally, especially the live stuff, just because of his voice, how it changes. He got older, and it just seemed like he's straining and trying to maintain more of that high register that is his, but as the male voice matures, it drops. You know, it's not easy. When I was like 19, I could hit those notes that he was hitting. You know, now I couldn't sing like him, but I could hit those notes, right? If I tried to do that now, there's no way I can. And I've even tried it. And I'm sure my neighbors probably think, what's going on up there? You know? But you know, a real musician, especially with someone who's with vocals, you know, and obviously he's not trained, not like Dan Vasquez trained, or some of these other vocalists, Dimash is trained. This band trained themselves, and so for them to be able to come out and still say, we're going to put the highest quality we can based upon what we love, what we know, and we're going to push ourselves to figure that out and get there. It's really a testament to all that is good within music. And again, some of these tracks, like, isolate these vocals, I just appreciated a little bit more because there were certain things I didn't catch. There were certain loops and effects that were on the voice that I didn't catch in the hundreds of times I've heard those songs. Because what did I say before? I said all the music is there's so much going on in their music. You could listen to it your entire life over and over and over again, and you're not gonna pick up everything, every nuance, everything that's there. So Kevin, thank you so much for putting this together, and I'm really glad I got to this because I've been wanting to do this, the vocals, and I just, you know, amazing. I'll always say that about this band. So thank you guys so much for joining me. I'm looking for my remote. I do appreciate it. I appreciate your love and your attention. And God bless you guys. Jesus loves you. Romans 8:28. I will talk to you later.